Hey guys, Groninger here. The Jakobs Corporation has held their values through the game. Simple things like family, honor, and always aiming for the head. You love their weapons, I love their weapons, and today we're gonna talk about them.
If he took more than one shot, you weren't using a Jakobs.
Their handmade weapons were known for their stocks, which were built from wood, giving them a higher gun damage. They were also known for their high recoil and low fire rate. Jacobs did not produce elemental weapons, and this is because, as Jacobs proudly claimed, you don't need anything else when you have pure devastating power. Funnily enough, this only happened in Borderlands 1. There were some exceptions to this motto in Borderlands 2 and Borderlands 3, but we will talk about it later. Remember I said in the last video that the weapon part system in Borderlands 1 was not associated with manufacturers, but there were some exceptions. Well, this is one. The highest tier of Jakobs material, labeled on weapons as XX, give their weapons the knockback ability. You can see the material as a lighter brass color metal on their weapons. In the first game, Jakobs manufactured shotguns, revolvers, sniper rifles, and class mods. Both their shotguns and revolvers could be full auto. Also, Borderlands 1 brought to us the glorious masher revolvers that had high pellet guns like a shotgun, and yeah, they liked this idea so much that they even made a masher sniper as well. Jacobs is the only manufacturer that did not produce grenades nor shields in Borderlands 1, but we got two unique weapons, three legendary Jacobs weapons in this game, and the single pearlescent weapon that Jacobs manufactured was the Bessie. In Borderlands 2, Jakobs weapons still have high damage and high recoil in comparison to guns produced by other manufacturers, but now they have the fire as fast as you can pull the trigger gimmick, meaning that now their weapons are no longer full auto and the fire rate of the gun is limited by the player, which in my opinion it really embraces the gunslinger theme. Also, now their weapons are known for having low magazine size and a slow reload speed. Jacobs still does not produce elemental weapons, however, there are 5 exceptions in Borderlands 2. And considering that the Jacobs Corporation does not even allow their employees to use elemental weapons, knowing this, we can assume that these Jacobs weapons were modified into being elemental by someone else and not Jacobs. In the case of the Cobra, we know Tiny Tina had something to do with this. In the case of the Stinkpot, the red text, "We're pirates, we don't follow the rules." It implies that the pirates modified this gun. And the other weapons, well, you get the idea. The weapon part system changed, and now we have manufacturers' weapon parts. So weapons and shields could have parts from different manufacturers, giving them different bonuses. And manufacturers' parts have very distinctive looks. In this case, Jacobs have a western look with wooden stocks and steel components, which most of the time are non-painted. In Borderlands 2, the double X variant in Jacobs guns is gone along with the knockback effect. Jacobs still manufactured class mods, pistols, snipers, and shotguns, but this time they added assault rifles to the product list. Now their weapons have another critical damage bonus depending on the weapon type. Sadly, their masher weapons are gone with the exception of some unique items. They still don't make grenades, and this time they manufactured one shield, the Rough Rider, the only shield they have ever produced that interestingly is made with other manufacturers' shield parts. But they still have the Jacobs look, so I don't know what's going on here, I honestly don't know. In Borderlands 2 they made 16 unique weapons, 6 legendary weapons, 3 pearlescents, 1 setup, and 1 effervescent weapon. There's nothing new about Jacobs in Borderlands the pre-sequel. It is the same thing from Borderlands 2. Well, we got Cryo as a new element, and the 2 scoops as a Jacobs Cryo weapon. In Borderlands the pre-sequel, we got 8 unique Jacobs weapons and 6 legendary weapons.
Do you yearn for a bygone era when combat was a more civilized affair? Do you long to put down the dregs of society with a single squeeze of an exquisitely sculpted trigger? Jacobs firearms boast the highest accuracy and single target damage on the market. If it took more than one shot, you weren't using a Jakobs.
Jakobs weapons retain their specialty of high damage weapons with small magazines and high recoil. And in addition to that, they now produce their own ricochet bullets that can hit many targets with a single shot. You know, just the ideal way to maximize damage while saving the most ammo you can. Some unique and legendary weapons have special ricochet abilities. Jakobs is still known for producing non-elemental weapons, but not surprisingly, there are exceptions in this game, and actually this is the game that has more unique and legendary Jakobs weapons that have an elemental part. There are 13 weapons to be precise. They still manufacture pistols, snipers, shotguns, and assault rifles. Now their weapons only have a 10% crit damage bonus. Also, sniper rifles from all manufacturers receive a 20% bonus, far less from what they had in Borderlands 1 and in Borderlands 2. Talking about weapons, and I know you're going to love this, we got the beloved Masher variant back, and this time both pistols and assault rifles correspond with this prefix, which in combination with their new ricochet effect, it can be truly devastating. We also got the Gatling variant that allows their assault rifles to be full auto. In my opinion, assault rifles in Borderlands 2 were the weapon type that benefited the least from their fire as far as you can gimmick, so the Gatling variant is a great change. Also, some unique items are always full auto. They still don't make grenades, and the Rough Rider is back, however, it is now made by a different manufacturer. In Borderlands 3, Jakobs produced 20 unique items and 41 legendary weapons, with a total of 61 weapons, being the manufacturer that has produced more weapons in this game. The weapon part system changed again, and now all the weapon parts from a gun will be from their own manufacturer, so Jakobs weapons will always have Jakobs weapon parts. This gives you different stats, and also depending on the magazine part, their weapons will have several different reload animations, unlike the other games where the reload animation was the same. I consider this interesting, so I'm gonna add it to the video, but if you don't want to watch the reload animations, you can skip to this minute. Thank you. In Tiny Tina Wonderlands, we got pretty much the exact same things I mentioned from Borderlands 3, except for some minor differences. Jakobs is now called Black Powder, there is a new element called Dark Magic, which is lifesteal, there is now a new weapon part, the crossbow, that allows weapons to fire sticky crossbolts that deal melee or weapon damage, and lastly, some of their shotguns are very unique. There are 11 weapons made by Jakobs in this game. Isn't it incredible how Jakobs evolved to be one of the most powerful manufacturers in the Borderlands? Even though a lot of people don't give credit to Borderlands 3, this game took something already good, expanded and improved it. Like, Borderlands 3 Jakobs is the most Jakobs can be. I don't know how it is possible, but I know it's amazing to knock down anything with a slick and brutally hard-hitting style. With Jakobs, raw power is all you need. And that's it. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, and if you didn't, well, leave a like as well. I swear that's how it works. I swear. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the comment section. Bye bye.